You guys know I absolutely love my stew. So yeah, really excited to check out an American stew. Apparently the only stew you need to make this winter. Never really seen an American stew before, so I want to see like how different it is done to a UK stew. Hey, because I am a big fan of stew. Before we do get into this, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button and let's see what we got.
I'm talking
Snowing.
This is my kind of weather. Bertha is loving it over here. She is full of wood and she thinks it's the best day in the world.
Snow.
Hey, I'm talking I have cooked off the wagon in a lot of wintertime conditions, and when them cowboys was out there working, you'd see them, they'd be on them horses with their old backs tucked into that old north wind, and I'm thinking,
Try to stay warm.
I know what I'm fixing today. Chile, Colorado.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it is called Chile, Colorado. Okay, and that's the stew. Okay, wait, I don't even know what those peppers were. Or were they chilies? They look purple. Okay, yeah, this is going to be so different to
Red
ours.
sauce with meat is really what it stands for. And folks, you can't just say, well, I'm going to pour a can of tomato sauce in there and a can of tomato paste. That's not what we're talking about. We're going to use authentic dried chilies, which are guajillo chilies and ancho chilies and a chili de arbol.
Okay.
And that's going to bring about the heat, but the others are going to bring around that red, rich color that we got to have because it'll warm them up plumb to their boots today. Now, I want y'all to know, when I come out here and first got started, it wasn't snowing quite this hard, and there wasn't hardly no breeze. What snow was there was coming straight down, but hey, I'm not a fair weather cook. I'll cook in any kind of weather. Don't make me no difference. Now, it's best...
Wait, are these the chilies here? Yo,
to see these chilies, or you're going to have to strain them. But most of the time when they're so dry and brittle like this, you can shake the seeds out of them. If you leave one or two in there, you ain't hurting nothing.
You eat that?
But that pod's usually going to stay right there on the end of it, so you're in pretty good shape.
What?
And we get all the seeds out of them.
Oh, chili's meant to be like very soft? What?
We just toss them over here in this pot that's got some water in it because we got to boil these chilies to rehydrate them.
Why is it so hard?
To where we can use them. You know, the flavor that you get really from this ancho chili, which is a dried poblano, is really some smoke flavor, but I think to me, I get a little dark chocolate out of it too. No heat value in here whatsoever. Now,
wait, what do you mean you get dark chocolate from a chili? What is going on? I didn't even know you could get chilies that hard. I thought all chilies was like kind of like flimsy.
This little fella right here is hot. So we're just going to cut the stem off of him right here and hope that we can get some of them seeds out of there, because he will bring a little heat to the table.
Oh, really? Is that the hottest part?
But the guajillo chilies are going to give it that good, rich, red color. And that's what we're after when we go to blending this together. I really don't claim them as having any heat either. I just think they bring about sort of a nutty flavor that's going to be in it.
A nutty flavor. Yo, do you know what's crazy? He's describing a chili as a nutty flavor, no heat. You give that to someone in the UK, mate, it's probably going to burn their mouths off. I'm not even kidding. Okay, interesting. Alright, so far, because I'm going to compare it to a UK stew, because I love a UK stew and I eat it all the time. So far, we don't really use chilies in our stew. We don't. Like, you can really put whatever you want in there, but most stews I've had, they don't contain any chilies, man. Onion. Now, you can put onion in. You can definitely put onion in.
3 garlic cloves with them peppers, and then I split me a white onion in half and chunked it in there. We're probably going to boil that about 15 minutes until them peppers get really good and tender. But while that is happening, we have one of the co-stars of the show here. It is a chuck roast. Weighs just nearly 3 pounds.
Hey, that meat does look good. We definitely use meat as well. We use meat in the stew. It'd be very weird if you had a stew without meat, but...
Now, this is a boneless chuck roast, and I'm going to go ahead and trim this just a tad to get some of that fat off of it. I don't want to get it all, but I do want to get some of it, because I'll have to have some pup scraps, because we're going to chunk this up into stew meat. And Shan, it ain't going to spoil sitting out here today.
That's true. Could you use other types of meat? Or?
You know what? Is that... It's probably an advantage it being snowing when you're doing cooking like this. Because you can leave the meat a little bit out longer, you know what I mean? Because it's all cold. It's all like, you know what I mean? It's staying, what's the word where it stay? Like normal. It don't rot.
You could use wild game. You could use a tri-tip. You could use even pork if you want to change it up a little. Hey,
okay, we're getting off the bad parts.
So we're going to get this all trimmed up here, and then we're going to cut it down into probably bite-sized pieces, which is going to be about like so.
Oh, I got a question for you guys, right? Because some people prefer the big chunky stews. I don't. Do you guys prefer when you have a stew? Do you prefer it to be like small pieces or bigger pieces? I've had stews before from people where the pieces are massive. Like I'm saying, like, you got like a baby carrot, not even chopped up in there. A potato is a whole potato in there, bro. I hate those stews. I can't lie. I hate them. My stew, it needs to be tiny pieces so you can mix it all in. Oh,
that way
love
that'll give you something to chew on. You don't want to just cut it to where it's one of these deals like this here.
Smaller the better.
That stuff will sort of fall apart. So we're going to keep it in pretty good bite-sized pieces. As the breeze begin blowing snow off that tree, which running down my neck. So let me get this cut up.
And then what?
Then we're going to do a little flour and a little seasoning.
Okay.
Cut the Stargazer skillet over there. The brazier.
Hey, before you all start commenting, yes, we do have seasoning in the UK for our stews. We got good old salt and pepper, man. Good old salt and pepper.
We're going to let it get hot. Going to add a little oil. Then we're just going to sear this meat on all sides to give it a little color. And we're good to go.
All right, nice pieces. I already know he's going to make a banging stew, man. I'm going to want it. Oh, yeah, it's looking good.
We're going to add,
it's not even cooked.
I'd say probably 3/4 cup of flour.
Okay. See, now, I don't know how to make a stew exactly myself. I just know kind of like the things that it's made of. I don't know if we put flour in ours. I don't think we do.
About that much. Probably about 2 tablespoons full of our original seasoning. You could use salt, black pepper, garlic powder. Give that a mixing. We're going to do this in 2 different batches so we don't overcrowd the skillet.
What's
We're going to lightly dust that meat, get it over and get it to brown. Plus a little snow.
Wait, is flour in the meat?
Half of it at a time.
Wait, for what reason? I'm so confused.
I like to pick it.
We definitely don't flour the meat in a stew. We definitely don't.
Meat up and give it a little shake in my hand to get some of that excess flour off of it.
Interesting.
You know, you want to keep this stirred around. We're not cooking it all the way through. We're going to brown it really good on all sides, corners, and everybody.
What does the flour do exactly to the meat? Does it give it like a bit more of like a crispy like edge? Is that what it does?
But you see I'm using this wooden spatula. I'm not hurting that cast iron by anything that I'm doing to it. I'd say this first batch is about browned up. We'll put it over here in this bowl.
Oh my God, it's gonna go cold so quick in this weather.
Keep it warm on the backside, old Bertha. And yeah, I think this is going to be...
Wait, no, because that don't look crispy. It looks like soft and meaty. What's the flour done?
Extra good today.
I'm so confused.
Because the good Lord has seasoned it with some snow, Shen.
Oh, they're the peppers.
You know, you see me scraping this brazier to get all that leftover flour and drippings and grease and everything. Don't be throwing that away. That's going to really help thicken this in the end, too. Got some of that extra flour in there. So
get it all
make sure you get it all out of there. Them peppers is about tender. I'll meet y'all at the blender.
Okay. Yo, I would love some peppers in a stew, man. I'm gonna have to get it done one day. Okay, we got the gravy.
Drained them out of there. We did. Everything is good and tender.
Wait, stew is like... No, stew is not like the UK traditional gravy. It's like a different kind of gravy. What kind of gravy is it? Is that chicken gravy?
Got some electricity hooked up here.
Sound like a thick one.
In the blender, maybe without spilling them everywhere.
There you go. You can do gravies all different.
There's
I've learned from American videos.
Smelling flavor coming out.
Wait. What is he doing? I was thinking about gravy. I wasn't even clocking what he's doing. He's blended the food. Hey, I was talking earlier about the smaller the better. I didn't mean this small, bro. I don't want a milkshake. I don't want a stew shake. Yeah. Wait.
Blender maybe without
spilling
them everywhere. There's a lot of good smelling flavor coming out right here.
Blended a stew?
Be sure that you reserve that broth that come off them chilies. You see me save it in this picture. We're just gonna add about that much to it right now. We'll probably have to add some more here in a minute.
Bro, what? Are you gonna drink the stew? What's going on?
Get all this fancy gadget to work. Is it approved in the snow? Something happened. We're gonna check it.
Okay, yo. Is he gonna put the meat in there and blend the meat as well? I'm so confused. I like very small pieces in the stew, but I still want it to feel like a piece, bro. He's just that's gonna be a drink.
See how thick it is? I want Shan to get up in there. Well, I'll just get it in there to y'all. Y'all can see that's pretty thick. We're gonna thin that down. Probably end up using probably pretty close to 3/4 of a cup. We will. But now that we got that open where we can, dried oregano.
Okay, what's that?
We're going to put in here about that much right there.
What is that?
And
some
to
more
that,
seasoning?
We're going to add some cumin. Make sure it don't say cinnamon. Uh-oh, come a little fast there at the last it did. Let me get a little seasoning because I think it's going to need a little salt. So we'll just use our original.
Yo, I'm mind blown right now. I'm really seeing where this is going.
Give it another blending and we'll taste and see where we're at.
Bro, the stew's gonna be a drink. I'm so confused. Normally, a UK stew is like, you got the pieces in the bowl and then you got like the gravy sauce in there, right? Whatever that is. And the pieces is like the veg with the potatoes with the meat, right? He's just blended it all. What other than the meat?
Well, I think we are about a done deal. I'm gonna get this rake back in there. It's looking like it could be the right consistency, but we'll know here in a minute. But this looks like a good place to have a sample right here.
Okay. You know what? I bet that is like a nice, like saucy thing.
I want you to come up here and take a bite. There is so much authentic, flavor, right?
Oh, wait, I think I know what he's doing with it. So you know in stew how you have like the meat and then like you got the gravy. Is that what he's going to use as the gravy? So like that's going to be the stew sauce. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, I can actually imagine that being good then. And then you got the meat pieces in there. Is he going to add some potato in there? Because that would be banging.
Come up here and take a bite. There is so much authentic flavor right here.
I think that's what he's going to be doing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That would make a good enchilada sauce.
We're going to get rid of this gadget right here.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good sauce, actually.
Show you all about.
See, I was thinking more along the line as like that's like the stew food pieces that he's blending. So it wasn't going in my head. But now I'm thinking of it as a sauce. And I'm like, okay, right. I can get behind that.
What we're looking for. In fact, let me get rid of this here. I want you to look in here. It's sort of like tomato soup, I would think.
Okay, interesting.
Pretty close to that. So, got her all blended up. We're going to add this meat back to that pot that we had them chilies in.
Right.
And we're going to add this good red sauce. And then we're going to add some beef broth, a few bay leaves. We're going to let it simmer about 2 hours till it gets tender. And then I am going to stick a fork in it. I ain't even going to call y'all. I'm going to eat it.
Here goes the meat. What's that? Apple juice. Oh, okay. Right, here we go. Alright, so this is looking good. but I would prefer like some potato in there because honestly, one of my favorite parts of a stew is like the soft potato. You know what I mean? Get that in. Do you guys have potatoes in your stews? I'll get some broccoli in there. Oh, broccoli is my favorite piece actually. I've changed my mind.
Ooh, that sauce is so good. And you see me add about 2 cups of beef broth back in where that little blender pitcher was to get all that rinsed up, that we get all that goodness in there.
Right.
Now remember that chili water that we saved? Keep it handy, keep it warm. If we have to add any liquid to it, it'll be this now instead of the beef broth. But we're going to cover that. Well, we added a bay leaf in there. Give it a stir. I'm going to put a lid on it.
You know what? What do bay leaves actually do? Because people in the UK even use bay leaves, but I never understood what it does. You put it in and you take it out. Does it like give a lot of flavor somehow? Like it emits flavor? Like does it actually like change it that much?
Probably if you're doing this in the house, bring it up to a medium heat to where you get it to boil, then turn it down to probably between a low and a medium to where you just get that simmer. We're going to let it cook about 2 hours, stirring occasionally till it gets good and tender, but we may have to add a little of that chili water to it, so keep an eye on it.
Oh, it does look good to be fair. It does look good to be fair. Yo, I'm just thinking about getting some Yorkshire puddings and scooping and dipping it in. Oh, man. You guys don't do Yorkshire puddings in America, do you? Hey, listen, if you can get yourself a bag of Yorkshire puddings, try it for me, please. Try it for me. They're so good. They are so good. Or even if you want to make your own, they're easy to make, I think. I don't know how to make them, but apparently they're easy. Go do that. They are good, I promise you. Crunchy as well. One of my favorite foods. Oh, that does look good. I really do like to make this perfect for me though. Is I feel like it's missing like the stew veg. You know, like some broccoli in there, the potatoes, and then we're good to go, bro. But it does look good.
That is. That sauce is like liquid gold. I guarantee it is so good. I was telling Shan, this is really such an easy dish.
To be fair, maybe the sauce is like that sauce has veg in it, onions and stuff. Maybe the sauce is just that good you don't need the veg in there.
Prepare. I mean, the hardest thing you got to do is cut up the stew meat. But don't scrimp. Use them dried chilies. Make that sauce. It's so authentic, so good. Got me a homemade tortilla here.
Tortilla?
Have me a bite of that meat. We cooked it about...
All right, so instead of Yorkshire pudding that what I would use, he's using a tortilla. Okay.
2 hours and 15 minutes. It is good and tender.
Oh, I bet that is good.
I nearly cussed, it was so good.
He nearly cussed it so good.
Now one more time.
Oh, yeah, with a tortilla. I bet that's amazing.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
I've cooked a lot of things
good
in my life. But this right here now is going to become my favorite meal. Now,
damn,
you can fix this and eat it just like I'm eating it. You can put it over rice. You could even put this over mashed potatoes. Hey, you put a flour tortilla down on there, put your little cheese on it, put some of this on there.
It looks good.
Make great burrito meat.
Yeah, put some cheese on that as well. Yeah, that'd be banging.
I think there's nothing better that we've cooked in the last 31 years, Shan. This is the dish right here.
Whoa!
Y'all make sure you try this. Use the dried chilies. Do not scrimp like I told you.
I don't even know how to get them.
You will be overwhelmed at the flavor that hits all them taste buds. It is so good.
These chilies right here, I don't even know if we could get these in the UK. I've never seen chilies that's like that crispy. Ever. Very good video. Always enjoy his videos. If you do want to check him out, his link is in the description. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I do have 2 other channels. I got a horror channel and I got another reacts channel. Both links in the description. I'm also live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.